The other element of success in language is to understand that part of your success is the hope and the wish that you possess for other people to success too. So to succeed too. In your case as a language learner, we to some extent try to force you or coerce you in some scenarios to maintain communication with other people in a competitive atmosphere. The reason why we do this is because sometimes working under pressure give us a lot of positive results, because working under pressure will just make your brain to a survival mode in language, and its input will increase by the course of the intensity of the training. So working under pressure with competition is healthy to some extent. However, you need to know that if you want to be successful, you need to understand that you should wish success to other people. Try to exude joy to people. Give them a positive feeling. And I talked about it yesterday in the vlog that I talked and dedicated for the intermediate and higher level. Try to exude joy, because that's one of the elements of good and successful people. Accept responsibility for failure. If you're a language learner, there is always the potentiality. You might find yourself failing in one aspect of language learning, but embracing failure and trying to understand that we have a lot of things actually to learn from failure than success will just give us the impetus to carry on. Talk about ideas. And this is one of the things that I just thought of mentioning to you here, because now I'm not talking about learning language. I'm just talking about ideas that I wanted to share with you if you want to be a successful person. These are the ideas that I want to convey to you through language. So language is a mean of communicating thoughts to people, and whether you make those people understand your point or not is the only essence of language here. So me trying to encapsulate my thoughts with language and conveying that to you is the whole essence of language. We're not trying to dissect language from society or thoughts. A lot of people actually get in a conflict with whether language should come before thought or thought should come before language. But this is a kind of topic that is left for the philosophers to negotiate and debate about for centuries to come. Share information with people. Sharing information with people will put you in the circumference of the sources and exchange thoughts and information about the world and about the society and about yourself, about any kind of field that you're interested in. And if you start sharing thoughts, you'll find a lot of people who have the same interest of yours, and they will expose you to their own thoughts and information, and it will just make you grow in terms of language. So sharing your thoughts will make you successful eventually. Give credits and set goals for lives. Give credit to people and set goals for life. Part of my personal agenda on a daily basis is to set goals of what I should do and what I should prioritize on a daily schedule basis. The reason why I do this is because I get really easily distracted by the technology and by books here and there, and there's not kind of like scheduling of the priorities, and time management for me is something relative. It's something relative because sometimes I act as if I am doing a lot of time managerial things, but I end up by the end of the day not doing so. So allocating some time for your study, allocating some time for you joy and pleasure, for spending some time with your family, this is a kind of like very valuable thing, and it should be not be a chasm in front of you and in the objectives that you set for yourself. Setting objectives, trying to plan that, it will make you more successful, and doing the opposite will just make you fail. But you know, when we're talking about failure and we're talking about the lessons we learn from failure, time management is essential element of you know, determining whether you are going to succeed or you're not going to succeed on your career, or in terms of like what you're going to be, or what you set, what your goals are going to be set in the future.